Shabbat Shalom, everyone, or actually early Shabbat Shalom. And hello and welcome to another episode of Clean Eats. So you just saw Mother Dear do some rolls that we're going to have tonight. We're prepping for our Shabbat night dinner. So one other thing that we're going to be doing is pasta. Going to college, this is literally one of your staple foods. So easy to make. Really can't mess up pasta. Even though I must admit there have been a few times where I burnt pasta, but I digress. What we're going to do today is a mock fettuccine or a white sauce pasta. And the reason why I say mock is because we're not putting any cheese in it. And if we put cheese in it, we're going to be trying actually this vegan cheese. There's a cashew one, and then there
what? No cheese.
I know. Vegan cheese. It's called. There's one that is a cashew, and there's one that is chia seed cheese. So we'll try those on camera to see how good they taste. But no worries. Also, when you're college, cheese can be expensive. So it worked out that this recipe originally didn't call for any cheese. We're going to be making a roux along with just boiling some straight up pasta. Boiling away. So what we're just going to do is we're going to pop the pasta in and get ready for the roux or the sauce. As I just alluded to, the sauce is going to be a roux-based sauce. Usually you use a roux for a type of gravy. But we're gonna make the gravy a little thinner and turn it into the sauce. Yes. With Yahuwah's power, we can do that. Alright, so we're just gonna let this boil, shrink inside the pot. As always, we do our cooking with coconut oil. And again, the reason being is that coconut oil and red palm oil have the highest tolerance for heat, therefore making it one of the those two oils the best oils to cook with because their molecular makeup stays intact at high temperatures. Whereas other light oils, like if you cook with grapeseed oil or olive oil and the like, it changes the molecular structure, causing it to be more of a trans fat substance. And we all know trans fats not good. But this is an extra precaution that we do here at Clean Eats. You know, just olive oil and other oils are on the, clean foods list. So I feel like that's one of the instances where you pray over it, have Yahuwah Elohim bless it, and you continue going. But for us here, when you know more, when you learn better, you do better. We don't want to try anything, so we're just going to stick with coconut oil. It's pretty good oil too. You can use this for a whole bunch of stuff. But alright, let's get the roux started. I hope you can see me. I'm not looking at myself in the camera, but I hope you can see. We're just going to do about 2 spoons of coconut oil into the pot here. Let the oil kind of melt down, then we're going to add the flour. Once you add the flour, you're going to want to keep the flour moving. You want to cook away the floury taste, but you don't want to burn the flour. If you burn the flour, the whole dish is going to taste burnt. Not good. So we're just going to, wow, already melted. Probably do one more scoop. Get the flour in. With the flour, evenly coat the pan with the flour. We'll show you a shot of it, Yahuwah will. One more, there we are. Really hope you can see what I'm doing. We're using, again, organic flour. This is also the same flour that Mama cooked the bread with. So, yeah, good stuff. All-purpose flour. Coat the pan here. Now, what you want to do, I hope you saw that, but we're kinda, can you see? Can you see? You see how it's all white? What you want all that white to be covered. I know I'm all up in your personal space. and then it starts to look like this. We're gonna add a little bit more oil to this because you wanted a thin paste. Keep your gunky stuff. Let's call it gunky stuff. Move it. Add a little bit more oil to this. We should be good. Once the flour is all cooked out, then we are going to add some water. Now to get it creamy, I may put some almond milk in it to get it a little bit creamy. We'll see how that goes. Put this roux on low. Quick. You want to be quick when you're working with roux. You don't want to leave it still. See that chunk? Now I know you saw that. Put it in there. You don't want to leave it so long but too long. Hey, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Now it all depends because remember, you're gonna be. See, this is what it's looking like now. See how that paste that we had before now just turned into more of a liquidy substance. Now for me, this is a little too thin. I know. If you're watching this, you're like, this is why you measure. I'm a definitely person that cooks with the add a dash of this, a pinch of that, and a shake of this, and hopefully it turns out just fine. But keep it with that thing. We're gonna add a shake of that. Put it in. There we go. Get it to the consistency that you like. See? Okay. Cook away the flour that you just added. And I'm going to add a little bit more coconut oil. I know, y'all. I know. Probably half of that because that was about the same amount I added last time. Woo! Saved it. Put it in. That works. Alright. Okay, there we go. I like how this one's looking now. It's a little fluffier. It's not thin like liquid. And it's not too clumpy of a paste. You see how it still kind of comes out of the holes here? But when you look at it, this is what it's looking like that. You can still kind of pour it. Let this puppy cook a little bit more. After all, season it up with Italian. Gonna add our garlic. Now we have to be a little careful with garlic because not everyone in this household can take a lot of garlic. But me, I love garlic, so when I'm making this dish, here we are. When I'm making this dish at home or at the at school, I'll garlic this puppy up. Like, I garlic it up. All right, so we're gonna do, so you can see, like that's a lot of garlic right there. As I am sure you have seen in the other videos, we will be adding that special seasoning that we usually add every time. Oh my goodness, and to be the Most High's will, really want to make my own of this stuff. The organic, no salt seasoning. Stuff is great. Now as you can see, I add the salt last because you don't want to add too much salt.
Yeah, so definitely add the salt last. That way you can do a really good portion control in terms of how much salt you have in the entire dish. That's just what I like to do. And in terms of the roux, add the water according to your desired thickness for the sauce. If you like really thick sauce, less water. Thin sauce, more water. but this is definitely on your preference. So, and then of course season up the sauce.
This is what it's looking like. Still has to cook, so you can see the chunks of flour, so you want to make sure that you cook those away. That's so awkward when you're cooking and then all of a sudden you eat the pasta and you're like, what the heck is that? It's a chunk of flour. So now that that's done, we're gonna add a little splash of almond milk just to kind of cream it up. When I mean a splash, I literally mean a splash. Also, by the way, the pasta is now finished. Cooking. Just getting the sauce, and remember, we still haven't added any salt. Again, salt's usually the last thing that I add because you want to do it to taste. I don't want to add too much salt. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This is what we call vegan cheese. Now, we haven't tried this before. And okay, also all my things are on low. Let me add actually 1 cup of, I'm adding only a cup of water so I can give myself some talking time. Some talking time. I say roux is very temperamental because it is water, it will evaporate away on you. You don't want that. Okay, here we go. So we have this smoky cheese. So this one does not have any vegetable. Ooh, I'm very close to the camera. It does not have any nutritional yeast. The only reason why I got one with nutritional yeast and one without is because even though I couldn't find any contraindications of nutritional yeast, and it's apparently it's stated that it's grown on sugar cane bark and some type of beet syrup, I'm always very hesitant on trying things and I can't specifically see how it's grown. Just because they've added so much stuff to our food. So this one has no nutritional yeast. If this tastes good, then Yahuwah willing, we'll try to make the cheese without the nutritional yeast. If it doesn't taste good, well, that'll be awkward. However, I'm going to do this as I'm also going to be filming my reaction because I wanted to send it to a few of my Coties. Send it their way. See if I said that that they would be able to see my first reactions on how this stuff tasted. I haven't tasted it, promise. I haven't tasted this. So we're gonna see how vegetable cheese tastes. First up, smoky chia cheese. I mean, just look at this. Look at. Yeah. Doesn't look the most appetizing, but never judge a book by its cover. So give me a second. Let me get my phone. Okay, ready? Y'all ready? This is so strange. Alright, hi! Okay, so I'm recording while I'm recording because I stated that we're gonna do a live vegan cheese taste test. So we're tasting the smoky chia cheese first, see how that goes. Alright, so stay tuned and we'll see what happens. And our YouTube subscribers are also here with us. Hey! Alright, let's get to taste testing. Y'all ready? It looks like Jello. Okay, so I smelled this off camera. It smells disgusting. It smells disgusting. I don't want to eat this. Don't barf on camera. Okay, see, here we are. Y'all see? I don't want to. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, this is nasty. Don't get that cheese. It doesn't taste like cheese. It tastes awful. There you have it. The review of the smoky cheese. It tastes nasty. Don't buy that. Oh, goodness. Seriously tastes nasty. Oh, this one looks cute. It looks like cheese. Look it. Oh, sorry. I almost forgot to record. Triple record or double record. Alright, here we are. And this is the double cream chive cheese. This is the cashew one. So the main ingredient in this cheese is cashew. The main ingredient in the other one was chia. Main ingredient, cashew. The other one was chia. This is what it's looking like. It looks like a wheel of cheese. Let's see how this one tastes. Ready? Alright. Y'all ready? So you all are getting my first reaction in regards to the smell. And you know how it's usually the smell that kind of sets everything up? We're gonna see. If it's bomb diggity, we're gonna put this in the pasta. If it ain't, I ain't putting this in no pasta. Because it tastes just fine without this. Without this cheese or any normal cheese. Okay, so let's smell it. Okay, it's not as offensive as the first one. Oh, dismiss. Can you see I'm putting that just like, I know I'm just putting this all hairy, scary, like, put it here. So, this one doesn't smell so bad. It smells like herbs. Move away, pasta thing. Ugh. Smells like herbs. Let's give it a taste. It's creamier looking. It's solid. It's solid. It's not, it doesn't look like Jello. I'm not too afraid to show you this. Like, it's not bad. This one's not bad. I wouldn't add it to this pasta. It's sweet. It's slightly sweet. It ain't bad. Like, I can see this on crackers. You know how mustard can be sweet sometimes? After you get past the spicy part, but you know that sweet mustard. It tastes similar. That's the sweetness I'm talking about, not sugar sweet. Mustard sweet. It's not bad. Not bad. This is the one with nutritional yeast, so I guess nutritional yeast really does make a difference. We haven't tried almond cheese yet, so we're gonna give that a try. You willing someday. But all right, there you have it. This was this brand, the one that wasn't bad. The other one. Okay, like I was saying before, this recipe is done fairly well without any cheese. That's why it's not, I hope this cheese tastes good. No. This is, again, one of the herbal pasta recipes. I'm just putting in a dash of coconut oil into the cooked pasta just to add some more life into it. I know you all are saying, the salt. We're gonna get there. Seasoning up the actual noodles, however, is vital. For me, anyway. Not like it's life or death. That was the no salt organic seasoning. Again, I'm sure you all know already. Love that stuff. This is the Italian seasoning. We are not on the shaker mode. We are on the dump mode. So, here we go. And just a smidge of garlic, because we have a lot of garlic in the pot of sauce. So, Father Dear hasn't come in yet, but what we did is, what was done off camera is that the pasta was kind of brought back to life. So this is what it looks like when it's covered with the herbs. I put a few cups of water just to make it moist, and a few scoops of olive oil, again, to make it moist. Now, what's gonna happen next is the salt and the other nutritional items that we're adding here for nutrition, not for flavor, for nutrition. We're gonna use pink Himalayan salt. We're using turmeric. Now the turmeric, you don't want to do too much because of course turmeric turns everything it touches yellow. Add this to the actual pasta noodles, not the sauce. That way the sauce still stays the color that you have. I know, I feel like I'm a sauce racist. I digress. Turmeric. Add this to the noodles. This is also the time where you want to add veggies. So we're gonna go out to the garden and pick some herbs. Pick some herbs. We have parsley. We have chives. We also have some Swiss chard. We're gonna wash those up and put that in there also. You want them to get warm, but you don't want them to wilt because you want them to hold as much nutritional value as possible, particularly since they're from the backyard. So really good stuff. We know exactly what we put in the soil and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna season it up with some turmeric. I just do a few dashes because this will change the, like that's it. Usually, who are willing, if you see me in my other cookings, I turmeric it up. I don't even, that's not a word until today. That's a word now. Oh man. We're gonna add a few dashes of salt. All right, let's see how it tastes. So I'm definitely biased. One of my favorites. Now I know that you kind of saw me add a whole bunch of seasoning after. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're done. The reason being is that you season it to your taste. You season it to your liking. So some days you may want a little basil, like you saw me shoot it in there. I decided not to go with the cayenne. I was figuring black pepper may be enough, and hallelujah, it was. Season it to your liking and how you like your fettuccine. I know some folks a little less garlic, and for me that was like less garlic. So as stated before, we're gonna go out in the backyard, get some of the greens and vegetables. Now you can leave the pasta just as is. It totally tastes great, but I like a little color and, like I said, a little bit of nutrition. So you can kind of hear this onion sauteing. As some folks would say, let them get all hot and bothered, aka the recipe geek. And now we're gonna add our greens and put it into the pot. Yahuwah will. The next recipe that we would like to try on this channel is actually one from Sophia Yisrael. Check out her channel, it's really great. She makes this chicken jambalaya, so we're gonna try to do our own little spin on this chicken jambalaya and see how it comes out. As always, you know, the original is always better than the one that is made after it, so please check out her channel first to see how you go ahead and make that chicken jambalaya. Yahuwah willing, we'll be doing our little taste test to see if it really is that good. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's a lot better than we even think it is. But alright, let's chop up these vegetables and get them in the pot. And there you have it. And the rolls.